Mall madness leaves an Austin police officer injured. Tonight, investigators are trying to find out who in the crowd was abusive during a shopping rush for tennis shoes. KXAN's Doug Shoup is live outside police headquarters. Doug, how was that officer who went down?
Well, Leslie, actually, we're outside here of the Foot Locker in the Hancock Shopping Center, where we're told that the crowds were just verbally abusive, but it was worse elsewhere. In fact, that police officer that you mentioned was actually taken to a hospital to be treated for a broken ankle and bumps and bruises. That officer was actually rushed by a crowd at the Highland Mall last night. Also, at the Barton Creek Square, another crowd that became unruly led to police using pepper spray. APD's chopper was also called in to keep an eye on the crowds from up above. Police say they were called to all three area malls, Highland, Barton Creek, and Lakeline, around 10 p.m. last night, when more than 1,000 people showed up at the malls to get their hands on Nike's Air Jordan retro sneakers. The shoes were on a limited re-release, and each store only got about 150 pairs. The shoes cost about $175, but are now selling for as much as $500 on eBay. Because of the large crowds and chaos, the malls actually canceled the midnight sale of those shoes and did a soft opening starting around 3 this morning. Eventually, all of the shoes sold out.
It's really crazy. They losing bread, which is money. They losing money, so it's messed up. They shouldn't be doing this. So we're going to get our shoes anyway, so I ain't even worried about it.
Now, police say that the injured officer says he was intentionally kicked while on the ground at the Highland Mall last night. Investigators are now working with the malls and reviewing surveillance video to see if they can identify the people who were abusive. If they do identify them, then those people could face criminal charges. Reporting live in Central Austin tonight, Doug Shoup, KXAN News.
Doug, thanks. The rush for those new sneakers led to crowds and problems in several cities around the country. Check this out. When the doors opened at this mall in Indianapolis, anxious shoppers just pushed their way through. You can see a little girl there get knocked to the ground, and then another person falls. Luckily, no one was seriously hurt. They did have to call in police to calm that crowd, however. In Seattle, police had to use pepper spray to break up a fight outside of a mall. Hundreds of customers have been waiting in lines for hours to get those shoes. In Richmond, California, police made a store there postpone its early morning event to sell the Air Jordans. Officers cleared out more than 2,000 waiting customers after someone fired gunshots. No one was injured, fortunately, and the gunman was arrested. Police officials, or mall officials rather, closed that mall until regular business hours and then suspended sales of those shoes for a day.